Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, today I have Eric Salazar on the line. He's Director of Unidos U.S. Affiliated Investments at Raza Development Fund, also known as RDF. Eric, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Adam. Yes, I work for RDF, and we are one of the largest Latino-serving community development financial institutions in the United States and one of the larger CDFIs in the industry overall. CDFIs were created to help bring access to financial services, affordable credit, and investment capital to low-income communities where access is typically limited. We offer flexible patient loan capital with a high-touch servicing and technical assistance model that supports both nonprofit community-based organizations and social impact-minded for-profit entities whose projects improve communities and create a social return. Since we began operations in 1999, RDF has approved nearly $900 million in community development investments in 27 states, helping borrowers leverage over $4 billion in projects in low-income communities, primarily in education, housing, healthcare, and social service sectors. What does this translate into? What's the impact? We're looking at 87,000 seats of classroom space, 59,000 affordable housing units, healthcare clinics with capacity to serve 280,000 patients per year, and over 133,000 clients served per year at community facilities.
Man, that's awesome. That's absolutely amazing. And so let's go a little bit further into Raza Development Fund. So tell us a little bit more about the fund overall and kind of its philosophy.
So our philosophies are we're a mission-driven organization, right? And our drive is to help improve the financial conditions in poor communities across the United States. We serve underserved communities that, for the most part, are having issues accessing the financial mainstream and are left behind by a lot of the programs that are meant to prop us up and help us access the opportunity that the American dream holds for all of us.
Can you give us a little bit more on the education piece of this? Because, sometimes we use words like left behind or things like that, but if you're not from one of those communities, if you haven't had much access to or if you're not, you don't know somebody that's in that, then some people listening, they may not know exactly what that means, like what that looks like day to day.
Yeah, so a lot of school systems are based on the students that are being served, and many count on families to be able to put something in towards the education of their children. And when you're living in a low income community and your tax base is lower than most, then you're not starting off on equal ground. And so we've been working on developing charter schools across the United States, where these types of institutions are meant to try to level the playing field in places where the public education is not exactly to par with other areas. So that's how we fit in. That's how we bring some of the equity into the education piece, is by being able to erect community facilities, schools, charter schools for the most part is what we're known for. And help these communities bring about stronger education into the poor communities that we serve.
Can you talk a little bit more about just the geography-wise, just give everybody a feel for what areas you're working in?
We're actually national. We're a national organization. We've got a strong point in Arizona, Seattle, Florida, Texas, New York, but we're nationwide. So we run the gamut as to where we try to focus our efforts. We do most of our work in predominantly Latino and minority communities where the need is most.
What are some of the ways that people, so if there's people listening to this right now that may want to get involved, they may want to learn more. I mean, what are some of the opportunities out there for people to get involved and to learn more?
So if you want to learn more about who we are, you can certainly go to our website. Our website is www.razafund.org. And essentially who we're looking to help is organizations, like I said, who are like-minded and mission-focused and are looking to create opportunities through these community facilities and schools, and that typically are having issues trying to get funding from your mainstream lenders.
No, that's great. I love it. And so what's the best way for those type of organizations and or communities to reach out and to get that information to connect with your team?
We have a link at our website at www.razafund.org, but we also you can also just email me directly at esalazar@razafund.org. We can certainly take it from there. I've got a lot of folks that give us a call, and particularly in this time of need, where as the recession starts, a lot of the mainstream lending retracts, and we become the focus of trusted community capital that we could lend out. It's flexible and it's patient, and we're able to work with organizations that may not have access to the financial capital at the moment, but are looking to do great work.
Man, that's awesome. I love it. I love the work you're doing. I love the mission behind it and how you're really making a difference in a meaningful and scalable way. I mean, really, it's a big impact you're doing. It's a lot of money, a lot of seats that you're really affecting yearly nationwide. So that's amazing work. So, Eric, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about what you're doing over at Raza Development Fund. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Eric, thanks again for coming on the show.